Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where we are back today for two more games. First up we have Renee, followed by a cup match which I'm not going to bring you, but then we have a league game against Kern, and that's going to be the second game of today. Now this does see us over the halfway point of the season, which is quite good considering the position we are currently in, but we do have some major losses today. First of all, Dorian Marietti still out with that thigh injury he picked up in the last game. He is actually technically fit to play, but his fitness is at 80%, so I'm not going to feature him. Derek Asay still out for another week, so he won't be featuring today either. So Mourinho will be starting, and obviously Delane Bakwa still on that left wing. We need to get back to winning. That last performance, not quite what we used to, so I'm hoping we can get back to that. Now, the only other issue is my Sonnial's picked up a flu, so I'm hoping it doesn't affect him. He should be pretty much better, but yeah, hopefully it doesn't have too big of an impact. Now, let's get underway. Like I said, looking to get back into winning ways, looking to get back into getting 3 points. Because, well, we need it to maintain our table position and hopefully climb a little bit higher. As they come out, as always, similar formation. Everyone's just copying us. Hand over to the assistant here. We'll do it twice. And, well, 4 players did react positively. It's not too bad, really, is it? So, stuck straight in. He's just being rested. Can't deny it makes things a bit easier. Sure, someone's out with an ankle injury, that'll do. We've got a free kick here, and Bordas is going to take. He fires, it's saved by their keeper, but we do still have the ball. Mourinho gets tackled, though, and they look to play forward. It looks like Horn's going to sweep this up nicely. Now, will this be the death of the highlight, and it was just a free kick? It doesn't look like it, as it does continue, and Romain is on it in the centre-half position. We're going to try and build forward. And, well, Back was on it. Can he find a good forward pass? He seems to pick out Grandsar, who just manages to keep it in. Very nice there. Plays it in, and Bakwa manages to finish. He gets it. He's calling for a VAR review. I saw him do the symbol there. I saw him do the sign. He's going over to review the footage. I don't know what he's questioning, and it is being allowed. There's no way it can be offside. I mean, we can't actually see it from the camera angle, but Bakwa would have to be like the Flash. Like, he would have had to get up there so quickly. And he does manage to score. It's his first goal for the club, I do believe. And, well, it's going very well. 1-0 early on. Bakwa setting up the goal, like, dishing it out to Grandsar and then managing to score it too is an excellent sign. Well, they've got a free kick here. They've had to make a substitution due to injury, but they're still trying to come forward, and we need to cut this out. They've got space out on this right-hand side, but we do block the cross. Bakwa plays forward, but, well, he doesn't really. He just sort of clears, doesn't he? Just gives it away. Stefan's going to chase down the ball, but unable to get there, and they're going to now look to build once again. Gave it away a bit cheaply there. I think Bakwa had more time than he thought, and, well, Horn's header unable to find one of us as we swarm the ball, all collapsing onto one player. We're forcing them back nicely, but we're not actually winning the ball, which is part of the problem, as their Stefan is running forward with it. They've got it, and they're trying to find space. They've found some out on this right-hand side. Romain clears the first one, but only as far as their player, who absolutely hammers it from the edge of the box. And, well, it's a very good effort, to be honest. You can't say much else about it. Romain's clearance was not ideal. That's, I think, fairly safe to say, but, well, at least we tried. I don't know. That's just not great, is it? Someone should actually be there. You should have somebody on the edge of the box to sweep up any balls that end up there, really, to be honest, with 2 defensive midfielders. And that does mean we're going to go into half-time. Well, maybe not, as they have a corner. They head just wide. There's 3 minutes of added time of this first half left to play, but if nothing changes, we'll be going into the second half level, and that will be the case. Well, let's just get straight into the dressing room and aggressively say far from pleased, because we should be winning this game and we need to be doing better than we currently are. We've got a throw-in in their half, and we find Bakwa. Passu's now on it. Can he find a pass? Grandsar's in space, but Passu just strikes himself. I feel like Grandsar was in for a great pass there, but he just didn't decide to give it to him, which is a shame, really. But we do have a corner. Bordas flicks in. That's headed clear with ease. No danger at all on that. We had an early chance in the second half, but it didn't result in anything at all. So I am going to make a change here. I'm going to take off Mourinho and bring on Preti, and I'm just going to go for the 2 advanced forwards, get them both on in their preferred role, and just try and get some more shots, because, well, we do have a highlight straight after this change, and Bordas is on the ball. I don't believe the change has gone ahead yet, and, well, Mourinho strikes from a long way out, but it just slips wide. He had an effort, bless him, but, well, he is about to be substituted. It wasn't because of that, obviously. I made the change before he did it, but it's a shame it couldn't hit the back of the net, as we do have a corner. Bordas is going to put this in, but it's cleared. Grandsar on it, though, from a long way out. He hits the woodwork. Goes out for a goal kick. Unfortunate there. It was a good effort, but not quite good enough. They've got the ball here, and, well, Pasu's just got himself sent off. He's just booted him while he's down. Yeah, that's a red. I can't really argue with that. That's not good. We'll just move Bordas into the centre, and now 1-1 draw is looking like it might be quite an appealing result. They've got a throw in here, and we're into added time. Hopefully we can just keep this out, and we'll take the draw as they flick in the cross. Hornhead's clear. Now, it is worth noting Rennes are a very good side. They are up in the playoff spaces, so a draw's not bad, but a win would have seen us leapfrog them and hold on. Yeah, they do play out. It's going to be our goal kick, and it's going to be full-time at 1-1, which is a second score draw in a row, which isn't terrible. And like I said, Rennes are a decent side, but, well, I don't know. I just expected a bit better. Far from pleased, I'm going to say, and they all look fired up at that. I just feel like we could have taken that game, and admittedly we did have a couple of players out, Marietti and Assay, and then once we went down to 10 men, it got a lot more difficult, but I don't know. I don't think that's an excuse. We need to be scoring more than 1 goal a game. So, we are here for game number 2, and first things first, I have fixed the mouse. I forgot in between the last episode and this one. I've done it now. You can actually see where it's pointing, which is very nice. But, more so than that, we played our game in the Cup, and we won. We won 2-0 in a very straightforward match. Parmentier scored in the 7th minute. Stefan, who came on as a substitute, scored in the 77th minute, which is 7-7-7 for the score times, which is very odd. But, yeah, it was really a simple game. We played majoritively a B team because I wanted to make sure that none of these yellow cards ticked over into being suspensions for the actual league match. And, well, yeah, we still won comfortably. So, it was very nice, to be honest. Now, a lot of these yellow cards are going to cause problems. It's worth noting, by the way, that Pasu is still on his suspension. He was suspended for 2 games. He's got 1 of those remaining. 1 was served in the Cup. So he will be back for the next episode, for the game after this one, but unfortunately not able to feature today. But, yeah, these yellow cards, most of them aren't too impactful. Players like Assay, players like Bordas, Quamena, we have players who can drop in their place. The issue is with Cedric Horn, who, if he picks up a game suspension, we have no backup. We have no player we can play in his place because Clement Vidal is still injured. So, now Ponte can play as a right back. So if he does get injured, it's not the end of the world. But here is the plan. So today we play Kern, right? So I'm just hoping he doesn't pick up a yellow card in this game. It's that straightforward. But then against Nice, I'm going to tell him to tackle hard. I'm going to tell him to go in really hard on tackles and try to pick up a booking. Because then he's suspended for, not the friendlies, obviously, because it's competitive fixtures, but he's suspended for the cup match against Strasbourg, which is a much simpler fixture. It's only a cup game. It doesn't matter too much. Most teams will probably be playing their B teams in such an early round. And Strasbourg are quite weak anyway. They're a lot weaker than Kern, than Nice, for example, who are doing alright. So, actually, aren't Nice down in, like, 19th or something? Oh, no, they're up in 9th. Okay. They're not doing as bad as I thought they were. But, yeah, they're doing alright. So, I'd rather have them suspended for the easier game, especially in the weaker competition. So, today, now, Assay is back in the side. He's only at 85%, but we don't really have anyone who can play in his place. Mauesa and Bakwa are just not doing great either. Mauesa still had a fitness issue, and Bakwa's on 82, so... Well, yeah, Assay's going to get a chance today. I will probably substitute him at some point because he is still quite low on fitness, but he has been really good. It's worth playing him. They come out, as always, similar formation to us. Inaki Williams, Taliso. We've played these before this season, so we're pretty familiar with the team, and we did beat them 4-1 last time, so I want to see more of that. They've got a corner here. Hopefully we can clear this and attack. No, we can't. Abel Ruiz heads home. It's 1-0 to them. Not good. Not good at all. They've taken a lead inside 15 minutes, and it was a straightforward corner, to be honest. I don't think there was anything drastically wrong. We had men on him. Whoever number 20 is there made an attempt. I think that's Assay. Yeah, an attempt to head it, but it wasn't really good. He is injured, so fair play. It wasn't a great attempt at a header. We've got a throw-in up in their half. Quamena tries to find Marietti, but the throw-in's poor. Quamena's throws are garbage. And they're looking to come forward. Abel Ruiz plays forward in Inaki Williams. We're trying to mark, but they slide it across. And it was a straightforward goal. Now, I think that was offside. The referee is reviewing it. And it does disallow the goal. It is still only 1-0. That was offside. They've got a throw-in. And we need to win this. Bordas does, but we're struggling to keep the ball. We just give it back to them twice. Parmentier rushing it for no reason. As they now push forward. They play it forward. Inaki Williams strikes Mysonia with a great save. They're going to take the corner. We need to see chances of ours. These aren't a great team. We should be doing much better than this. As they flick this in, we try to head clear, but it just again falls to them. Unfortunately for us, or fortunately for us, the cross is poor. Hold on, we've nicked the ball. Quamena running forward with it. Can we... Pumps it straight into Asay's back. Still 1-0 to them. We're not having enough chances. Bordas is booked, so that means he's suspended for the next game. All around, this is woeful. I expect to see a much better showing. They all look motivated. I didn't show it properly, but, well, hopefully in this second half we can come out and we can just look better. Highlight from kickoff still going on here. Marietti plays it out to Horn on the right-hand side. Tries to find a cross, but it's not really good enough. Asay wins a header, but... Well, we do still have the ball. Parmentier is on it. This highlight is still continuing from kickoff. Horn runs forward. Can he find a ball in? He can. Preti meets it with his head, and Preti puts it into the back of the net. Not gonna lie, didn't quite realise Preti was playing. I meant to play Noé Stefan. He's been dropped for absolutely no reason here. But Preti scored, so am I really going to complain? No, but Stefan can come on as a super sub at some point. It's a great header from him, though. Horn with a wonderful cross in. Preti's 6th of the season, by the way. A very impressive tally in his own right. And, well, it levels the game. Plenty of time left now to try and find a winner. Despite scoring a goal, I'm going to bring on Noé Stefan for Preti to try and find the winning goal here. There's 25 minutes remaining. We need to dig deep and try and pull this out. Derek Asay is dead on his feet. 70 minutes in, and I'm going to bring on Bakwa for him. Again, still looking for a goal to put us in the lead here as they have a free kick. Sardi strikes. Fortunately, it goes over, just skims the top of the bar, but don't want to see them having chances. As here we go, we have the ball. Parmentier is on it. Can we find a good ball forward? We find Quamena. Can he find a cross? He shoots. Stefan, why didn't he just pass it? There were 2 men in the centre completely open. Quamena went for glory and just absolutely wasted a good chance. They've got a free kick here. Depay strikes. Mysonio just keeps it out, but they still have the ball. We block the cross. They get a corner. Depay there having a very close effort. So close to crossing the line, but fortunately, Mysonio's able to just keep it out, barely. We don't even see their corner, but we will see our own. Bordas puts in. No one can get on the end of it, but Stefan does pounce. Can we keep this ball and create another chance? Antonio here. Can he find a pass? He's under a lot of pressure. He might have to go backwards. Do something. Don't just jog around with it. He's going to get tackled at this rate. Well, that was garbage. I'm sorry. He had ample opportunity to pass it and just didn't. Antonio there causing a disaster. Fortunately, Mysonio keeps the shot out, but... That was awful there. Zacharias Antonio having a mare as they flick in the corner. Mysonio claims with ease. Safe hands from him, and he's had a good game, really, as we play forward from this set piece. No one even trying to run on the end of that ball. This highlight is still going on, and I'm not sure I'm a fan as well. They're in possession. They've got it with their keeper, though. If we can win this, there's a chance. No, they do still have the ball, and they're still looking to push at us. They've gone once again back to their keeper. If they go for another long ball, can we maybe win this? I mean, come on, Quamena, turn on. It was behind you for about 10 seconds there. Horn barely manages to head it out. Grandsol plays forward, but again, it falls to them. So much highlights here from them. Inaki will, oh my god, Antonio's just scored an own goal. This is just frustrating. Our defence, which has been pretty solid all season, have decided to play like the worst backline of all time. Not talking about Romain or Cedric Horn. Zacharias Antonio and Quamena are having absolutely horrific games, and I'm dropping both of them for the next match. Actually, I'm fining them after this performance, because this is unacceptably bad from both of them. We need to change something. I don't think changing a defender is what we need at this point. I'm just bringing on Melenda for Grandsar. I just feel like an attacking change is more likely to get us a goal as well. There is another highlight. Quamena's on the ball. Thankfully, didn't give it away for once as well. We play forward. Long ball up. Stefan is on it. Can he strike it straight at the keeper? Of course it's straight at the keeper because it's a Noé Stefan shot. We've got the corner. Bordas is going to take, and you know it's going to come to nothing. It's a corner after a highlight. There you go. Not saying Football Manager's a bit predictable at times, but, well, it's hardly difficult to expect what's going to happen as well. There is another highlight. Depay forward to Williams, and that is the nail in the coffin. Unmarked, easy, put as many words on it as you want. It was just a very straightforward goal. And this is a disastrous performance. This is unacceptably bad. Like, look, who's on him there? Cedric Horn's off in no man's land, marking a, I don't know, blade of grass. Just rubbish. Utter rubbish. We've got a late throw-in. It doesn't matter. This is full-time, and it's a 3-1 defeat to a side who are just bad. So, awful. Not happy. Continue. Get me out of this game now. So, our unbeaten run has finally came to an end in a 3-1 just terrible performance against Köln. And, well, I have warned Antonio and Quamena. I decided not to find them. I don't even know how to find them, if I'm being honest, for a poor performance. But yeah, I warned them. They accepted their warnings. They said they would do better, which is all you can really ask at this point, isn't it? And that was just... I mean, it was abysmal. We were terrible. That Zacharias Antonio, after that corner where he just jogged back with the ball about 300 yards, was just unacceptable. And Elan Bordas is out for the next game. Oh, this isn't going to get any easier. Well, coming up next, we do have Nice. Now, we're still doing alright. We're still 7th, but maybe not. Toulouse do still have 2 games left to play. They are 2 games behind us, and they're only 1 point behind us, so we could very quickly drop out of this position, but we are doing okay. It's not too terrible, and with a few more wins, a few good performances, I think we can find our way back up to where we want to be. So, I don't think we need to beat ourselves up too much, but that was a shocking performance. Now, tomorrow, this is really annoying, by the way. I'm not happy. So, in case you haven't noticed, look at the fixture list. So, we play Nice this side of the winter break. And then there is a month, pretty much, before the next game, including 2 cup games, the French Cup against Strasbourg and the Coup de Ligue against Lyon, before the next match against Saint-Etienne, and those will be the 2 in tomorrow's video. So, that'll be up at 5:30. I'm not showing either of the cup games. I'm showing the 2 league matches, Saint-Etienne and Nice. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. That'll be up at 5:30 tomorrow. You can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord to stay updated on the series, and, well, I will catch you all tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and, yeah, have a wonderful night. Goodbye.